Hello, the Keto family, welcome back. Today I'm sharing with you one of my husband's favorite dinner recipes, a Reuben Casserole. If this is your first time with us, don't forget, hit the subscribe button below and the bell icon so you don't miss upcoming videos. Let's get started, guys. Alright guys and gals, before we get started, as a reminder, everything I'm going to be using today will be listed in the description below, and then at the end of the video will be a nutritional information card so you know what to expect when you eat this casserole. Alright, so about this Reuben casserole, it's fast to make, it's great for a weeknight meal for that reason. It's also great to meal prep because it reheats really well. My husband often will come in here a day or two after I make it, heats them up and then put it between two slices of bread and makes a sandwich out of it. It's delicious. You can also make like a double batch and make it in two different casserole dishes and freeze one and remake it, a few weeks down the road. I've done that a lot. You just get these, I have these Pyrex casserole dishes that's got the lids that fit perfectly on top of it. They store perfectly every time for a couple weeks. Never had an issue with it. So who's excited to get started? Let me show you how it's done. I got this recipe out of a cookbook. I'll link that below for you. I've tried lots of recipes out of this book and none of them have been bad. So I really love it. I recommend it to anybody that wants to try it. Lots of really good, really easy recipes for those of you that might be newer to keto or looking for simpler recipes to make that always are guaranteed to turn out delicious. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and get started making the sauce for this. In here I have a half a cup of mayonnaise. I like to use Sir Kensington's avocado oil mayonnaise. If you read the back of it, there's no added sugars or sugar derivatives like sucralose, glucose, anything like that in it. So it's actually a really great mayonnaise. I love using it, and if you go to Kroger, you can usually find them on sale there. And if you use the I Bought a Rebate app, they'll usually not always, $1 or $2 rebate when you buy one. So it reduces the cost. I know it's a little on the expensive side, but you can save that a little bit if you try. Alright, so I got the half a cup of mayonnaise in here, and to that we're going to add, I got 2 tablespoons of sugar-free ketchup. I got 1 tablespoon of finely diced onions. If you want to use, the dried minced onions, you can just reduce the amount. I wouldn't use a tablespoon of that. I'd probably use about 2 teaspoons or 2.5 teaspoons of it. All right, and then as for my seasonings, I have a teaspoon of paprika. I got a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder. And if you wanted to spice this up a little bit, you can always add a little bit of hot sauce to it, like a teaspoon or so. I wouldn't go any more than that to this dressing. My family doesn't enjoy it, but yours might. We're going to get that all stirred together. Alright, we're just going to set the sauce aside for now. We get our casserole dish ready. We're going to put it all together. So for this casserole, I went to the deli, I think it was at Kroger, and I got a pound of corned beef here. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. It was. I think this was the Boar's head corned beef. It is absolutely amazing. And I also have a half a pound of baby Swiss cheese. These are both thinly sliced. Make sure you tell them. Now, with the corned beef, you don't want it to fall apart thin. I think I had to do it on like a 1 because I don't want it falling apart on me. I want it to be thin, but not shredded. And what we're going to do is we're just going to layer this in the bottom of our casserole dish. You want to use about half of it up. Just nice, pretty little layers, almost like we're making lasagna in here today. Alright, so we got the corned beef layered in here. Next, I'm going to add in 2 cups of sauerkraut. And as far as the sauerkraut goes, I'm not a huge fan of sauerkraut. In fact, this is the first time I've eaten it, and I actually liked it. What it is, I got the Boar's head. The lady at the deli recommended it to me when I went in the first time to get all my ingredients, and it comes out so delicious. Boar's head sauerkraut is the kind of sauerkraut to get for people that don't like it. It is so delicious. And the great thing about sauerkraut, being one of the fermented foods, it's just full of healthy probiotics and bacteria for your gut. Now, I haven't been able to get a clear answer on whether or not cooking fermented foods kills off that bacteria, but I'm hoping some of it survives the cooking process and makes it into my gut and help me out there. So next we have a teaspoon of caraway seeds here. We're just going to sprinkle these on top of the sauerkraut. Nice and evenly spread out. Alright, next we're going to put the sauce that we first made on it. Alright, so what I do is I dollop it and gently just spread it around so I don't disturb the sauerkraut layer too much. Alright, then we would spread it gently, like icing a cake here. Alright, now I got that sauce all spread out, and I'm going to go ahead and finish putting on the rest of the corned beef. Same as the first time, just nice thin layers. I'm using up all that we have left of it. Now that the corned beef has been added on, the last step is we're going to go ahead and put, I have a ½ pound of thinly sliced baby Swiss cheese here. If you like your cheese to have a little bit more twang to it, you can always get the medium or the aged Swiss, but we like our baby Swiss. We're just going to layer this on the top, all the cheese. Alright guys, so you gotta tell me that was the easiest prep ever, right? I've already preheated my oven to 400 degrees. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop this in and bake it for about 15 minutes. After it bakes for 15, I'm going to broil it for 2 minutes. It gets the cheese all nice and bubbly and a little browned on top. Alright guys, I'll see y'all back in a few minutes. Alright, lovely. So this just came out of the oven. It is piping hot. It's still bubbling on the edges. So cool. That's all. It did cook for 15 minutes. I broiled it for 2. You could probably boil it for 3 or 4 if you want it more brown. This just started to brown on the edges and it's perfect. Once this cools down a little bit, all you gotta do is cut it up and serve it with a spatula. It's absolutely perfect. This makes about 6 servings. That's my net carb is right around 2 per serving. But I'll make sure I get the math worked out and put it up at the end here for you. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget, give me a thumbs up down below. If you know anybody that can use a great recipe for either a meal prep or weeknight meal, share this recipe with them. It is a guaranteed winner. I'll see y'all next time, guys. Bye.